I'm Shaq.
And I'm Kevin.
And we are
The Crew.
So we're gonna talk about high school in general.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna spend too long on it. Like 5 minutes per year.
Or 17 seconds. 17 minutes, 35 seconds.
Yeah. So high school for me was in general like this. It took me three of the 4 years to actually make decent friends. Not those fake friends where they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss you after high school, text me. No. I'm talking about real friends that are actually like, son, after high school's over, we gotta make some plans, make some moves. I only know 5 of those people.
Who?
You.
Oh.
The regular.
Oh, I thought you meant like
rotation.
the regular crew.
Yeah, the regular crew. That's what we call them.
The regular crew.
So let's see. My high school life was like this. I had this one encounter. Freshman year, this was the biggest thing that ever happened.
I apologize.
Freshman year, I had a math class. I had one friend in there. My friend I met in 8th grade. This girl, right? Here's how it started. We went to the auditorium for this stupid beginning of the year don't bully assembly. Like, who still bullies? What is this, 1925?
What was it called?
It was one of those stop bullying things. They do them every year.
Like conducting, like the
what was it? Student code conduction. Yeah, that thing.
Student code of conduct.
So yeah, whatever. So I went there, right, and me and my friend are just chilling, not really paying attention because who still bullies people? Mm-hmm. Wow. So I'm like, who still bullies people? So we go there and we're just chilling, not really paying attention. The thing's over and we're like, yes, get to go back to class. I was kind of a little math nerd, so I was on my little math
flow.
Yeah, math flow. So I went back to class. Like, everyone's getting up to leave, and me and him were just chilling there, wrapped up in a conversation about who knows what. I can't remember. And I noticed this green bag. So I'm like, hey, didn't a girl from our class have a green bag just like that? Same bag and everything. So he's like, oh yeah, I think she did. So we pick up the bag, right? And the nice Samaritan to me is like, oh, let's bring the bag back to her. You know, I don't want to be I don't want to be a everyday ordinary black guy. So bring the bag back to her. Somehow on the way, my friend was like, dude, let's check if there's any money in here and steal it. I was like, are you serious? I think she'd know if she kept money in here. I'm not going to steal her money. So if anything, anyways. So in hindsight, I should have stole her money. Now that I think about it, I really should have. Because she didn't, what she said afterwards really blew me. So you'll see. So I bring her bag back to her. I didn't see her, so I left it on her desk. And I'm like, oh, damn, I need to change for my ID because every administrator and teacher at the school I went to was extremely anal about it because apparently I was a murderer-to-be if I didn't wear my ID. So I had to run to the main kiosk all the way to the front of the school and get my ID. Why does shirt look white and it's gray?
I don't know.
Anyways, run and go get a little stupid breakaway safety chain for my ID. Come back to class. My teacher's like, why are you late? I'm like, you just saw me and heard me say I'm going to get a change for my ID, which you approved of, so why are you on my dick? So the girl, she has the audacity to get up and say, you took my money, and I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, don't fucking play with me. You took my damn money out of my bag. And I'm like, you mean that green bag? And she's like, yes, you took my money. I know you took it. I'm like, no, but you could say thank you because I brought you your bag. And she's like, no, because you took my money. And I'm like, look, you broke bitch. I didn't touch your damn money. I don't want your dusty ass, crusty dollar bills because I have money on my own. So stop complaining. I could have just been a regular old nigga at the school I went to and stole it, but you should be grateful or something. And she, up to the junior year, she had so much animosity for me that when I had computer class with her, she said something to me and I was like, you broke bitch. Who are you talking to? She was like, I'm talking to you, and she started getting up, and I'm like, okay, so the fact that you got up proves that you won this discussion? No, it just makes you look dumb. I'll say afterwards. She was like another one of your ratchet ghetto girls. Nothing special, but that was basically the first year of my high school and part of my sophomore year. So your turn.
My freshman year was pretty weird. Like the thing is, we had 8 classes like everybody else. And I have one friend so far from orientation, and I'll tell you that story later because I don't want to exceed this time limit. And we had to like get a fake schedule or whatever that they made up for us because they didn't have a schedule for us yet. And so of course, what did they do? They made me and my friend Christian's schedule. Hey, I don't care anymore, man. And they made the schedule identical. So he had first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, lunch, seventh period, and eighth period together the whole freshman year. So we were like inseparable.
Okay.
And no homo, but he actually knew. Fuck it, man. Plenty homo. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. But but for real. I didn't know what you said. But so we had like all these classes together and everything. And damn, what the fuck set you up?
My fan.
Damn. But
Oh shit, you heard it?
yeah, I'm just hearing a notification sound like shit. But the funniest class I had was Mr. Prusco. That's actually how you pronounce his name.
Oh my gosh, this guy was a failure as a teacher.
This Mr. Prusco, that was
Mr. Prusco?
he said
Ask
it.
me if I give 2 fucks.
I asked him. I was like, "Is it Presco?" He was like, "Yeah, it's Presco." And then, of course, everybody else, Prusco. He was like, "No, it's Mr. Presco." He was like, everybody's like, "Mr. Prusco," and I was like, "Fuck it, peer pressure." So, this guy is the first teacher to ever hate me on my long list of teachers.
Can't be my first.
No, he was my first. He was my second period class. Miss Elliott didn't hate me. Miss Elliott didn't.
Work alarm.
Miss Elliott, I did it to mine.
Son,
I did it to
and
mine.
that's your phone, bro.
Miss Elliott didn't hate me yet, but Mr. Brusco hated me, man. I sat behind Diego, and Roylon sat behind me back when he had his hair.
Damn, son, you were calling out everybody's name.
They're not gonna see the video.
How do you know?
Shut up. That's how. So Diego sat in front of me. Roylon sat behind me. Christian sat to my right. Malik sat in front of. Rock along.
Wait, what?
No.
Rock along.
Yes, that's what you do when you shout out somebody. So Malik sat in front of Christian, and Donovan sat behind Christian, and Jelani sat behind Donovan, and that was like the whole clique. And Reggie sat somewhere. No, the 2 Reggie sat in the other side of the classroom. And Drew, sorry. Okay, so basically, this guy moved me to every region in this Pokemon arena of the classroom. I sat right in front of his ass, and when I sat in front of him for like a month, not only did he trip in front of a couple Ys and I laughed, not only was his fly down, he was embarrassed to turn all red and I laughed, but like this guy just he just hated me. He loved calling me out for every little thing. And so then I sat in the middle where I sat in the back where the ghetto people were, and I was scared as shit because I talk like a white guy apparently. So like I knew they were gonna
Hell
kill
yeah.
me. And that
yeah, son.
so then I got sat in the middle where like the quiet people were, but somehow I still got them to talk. So he sat me in the back where like international people were. So I had no idea what was going on, but I still made friends with them. And then I sat back in the front where everybody was, and everybody's cracking all these jokes except for me. And then basically from that class on, all of my teachers hated me. Like Ms. Magan didn't hate me, but she just didn't like me.
Oh, I know what teacher that hated me.
Richardson.
Actually, I feel
we gotta end this right now, man.
It's not even. It hasn't even been that long.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I'm scared. It's on 15 minutes.
Just man, YouTube and their time.
Maybe next you catch us next time. I'm Kevin.
I'm Shaq. I'm Shaq,
and we are the.
We're gonna
work on that.
Outro,
All right.
Hit the button.